taking freedom out of your fat asses all night long because you got fat asses. The only chance you have no chance. If you had a chance, you could run lickety split. But you can't run because you're the fat asses. Well, Ric Flair, you know what? I'm not a normal-looking athlete myself. You know what I'm talking about? I've been in the gyms a lot. It's a privilege and an honor to walk out with Ole Anderson, Lex Luger, and the Army tomorrow night.
I am not a happy camper. What is Bully Ray's motivation? You know, I know he loves sugar. But I check my pocket. I don't have no donuts. I don't have no cheeseburger. I know you love sugar, but I ain't got none.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here in Nashville, Tennessee, pal. I'm the man.
Look at a match for the total package like Luger and Super Brawl. Super Saturday? What is it? I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Super Brawl Saturday.
Super Brawl Saturday?
You don't lose faith in winners. And Ric Flair, day in and day out, every day of his life, just keep winning and winning and winning.
Ric Flair! New York City, Ric Flair! You're gonna find out what hard is all about! I do exactly what I want to do. You say I'm insane. I say thank you very much.
Make a good lucha fan.
I hate God!
Hit the deck! Yes! We love you, Scott Steiner!
Today, woo, I've got the style and profile like never before. You guys talk about being students of the game. I am the game, JR.
Right, what's going on, everybody? Wednesday night, Dirt Sheet Dudes. I hope you are all doing well. Chat room, thanks for coming on in and listening. And what's going on, everybody? I'm Boxman. Good to see you. Good to see you. And I'm not quite sure where Smark is. He'll hop on in if he wants to, obviously. And but in the meantime, I do have Eric over there with Unscripted Wrestling Podcast. What's up, Eric?
What up? How are you, Box?
Oh, not bad at all, not bad at all. Hold on, let me give my daughter a little kiss goodnight here. Mwah, good night. Love you. Night-night. Okay, just a wave? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, right at the beginning of the show here. I apologize to everybody there. Good, Eric. Glad you're doing well. Glad you're doing well over there.
Thank you.
So, all right. Yeah, like I said, Smart, not quite sure where he is. I'm gonna keep checking, see if he can see if he pops up anywhere, and obviously he knows he can jump right on Skype here. But in the meantime, what we'll do is I guess we'll go ahead and knock the plugs out. I gotta be honest, this might not be, I mean, there's really not that much to get into right now this week. Saudi's coming up tomorrow, Crown Jewel.
Yep.
All soaked in poor journalist Khashoggi's blood. Anyway, let's just leave that alone. Yeah, so that's tomorrow. We will end with predictions for that show. But in the meantime, we still got a few things we can definitely get into. Go ahead and give you guys some fun stuff to talk about here. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, like I said, and knock out the plugs. Excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer water, then I'm switching to beer. The beer's going to be much better for the burping. Obviously, the beer will be better for the burping. Anyway, let's go ahead and knock these plugs out. Eric, why don't you go ahead and start off? Let them know where they can find you, my man.
We can be found on blogtalkradio.com/Everything Unscripted Podcast. We have shows on Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, for that Unscripted Wrestling show. This Friday night is our top 20 greatest wrestling list.
Yep.
Top 20 greatest wrestlers of all time list, and Boxman will be on it, along with Bob Cook, Joel Dalton, if I said that name right, Rod Price possibly, and Mike Gordon.
Nice.
Saturdays we have Unscripted Unlimited with myself, Doug, and Daniel, and then Sundays are the Scaredy Cat Show with Daniel and Mindy, where they talk about scary movies or do anything scary stuff, and then horror movie stuff, and then about Hard Hits with me, Plymouth, and Stevie every Tuesday or Wednesday at 7 p.m.
All right, good time to do the horror stuff. Obviously, it's Halloween right now this month, so there you go. Of course, I also want you guys to be checking out the High Marks. That's right, Cheeseman Mojo and G Wiz over there. They are the High Marks. You can find them mixer.com/Metal Mitt Network. That's right, 2 T's and Mitt. I am not stammering or stuttering. That is what it is. Mixler.com/Metal Mitt Network. And that is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays. Bobby Anthem, Bobby Blades. They're the Inhumans on the Inhuman Experience. You should be subscribed by now. If you are not, what are you waiting for? Subscribe wherever you find podcasts. And, of course, you've got Steve Milan. He shares the show. It's appreciated greatly. And you can find him reviewing movies, letterboxd, boxd.com/Stephen Milan. And if you want to hear me reviewing movies, comedy, all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, me and Eric right here did The Closer with Dave Chappelle the other night. We watched it cold. We basically watched it as we were talking about it. That was the first time we had both seen it. Great show, a lot of fun. Dave Chappelle is an absolute brilliant comic on many levels. So check out Hollywood Hangout on its own Mixler now, mixer.com/Hollywood Hangout. Saturdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not forget. There you go. All right. I think we're good now. I think we're good on all those little pluggy things.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. I guess we got to get through this, man. In all honesty, Eric.
Yep.
I don't think I watched 1 minute of wrestling last week. And
the only wrestling I watched was, I think, I watched some of AEW on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm right in the middle of the show when AEW's on Saturdays right now. So there's one thing, but I just didn't, and I haven't watched any yet this week either. I do plan on trying to catch Saudi, this Crown Jewel show. It's actually a good card. It's actually not a bad card. It's like, why can't you give us this here where your fans pay a lot of money every week? But anyway, SBC is saying wrestling was boring. I got to tell you, man, Eric, I listen to podcasts a lot. I mean, I drive 50 minutes to work. I have nothing else to do but listen to podcasts that whole time. You hear the reviews. They're not good for Raw. It's like,
yeah.
Why would I want to go back and watch? I mean, I said this last week. There's no reason for me to go back and watch. No reason. If it sounds bad, if it sounds that bad, it's probably that bad.
I think I watched like 5 minutes of it. I just wanted to check it out. I think the only thing I saw was segment with Orton and RK Bros, and then they went to the ring, and then I think I changed it after that.
Yeah, that was probably enough for you. And by the way, Dean of Extreme earlier, right when we started the music, was asking about CZW. Is CZW a thing anymore? I don't think they've ran since COVID. They have not run since COVID. They did announce a show coming up. We talked about it 2 weeks ago on this show. That they're
coming back?
Yeah, they are coming back with a show. I think it's in November.
in Philly?
I'll almost bet you can go to CZW whatever, probably CZW.com. And you know what? Why don't I do that real quick? I can jump.
I'm guessing it's in Philly.
That's why we have computers here. CZW.com. Is that a thing? CZW.com? No, it's not.
CZWWrestling.com?
I'm just going to go to Professional Wrestling Company, CZW. Let's see. CZWWrestling.com. That was it. All right. They do have a show lined up. Here we go. October. Actually, it's this weekend. Sunday. October 20. October 20. No, Blackwood, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have they have a show called Resistance of Tradition. This is that pay what you can show that we talked about where they're going to be donating all the proceeds, big word, proceeds to breastcancer.org. So
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember you were talking about.
Yeah, if you're in the Jersey area, want to watch a little CZW, let me see if there's a card. I don't see a card. Honestly, that's like the whole website is just the advertisement for this.
Huh. No card, no.
Oh, wait a minute. The Rep versus Prolific. Got some tag team action go. Actually, it looks like trios action going here. Diego Hill versus Vinny Talata. Don't know who either one of those guys are. We've got Fred Yehi versus Griffin McCoy. And that's like the only matches right now they've got out. That is it.
Wow.
That is it. They got pictures of some guys that may be showing up. They got a picture of Danny Havoc here, but I don't think Danny Havoc showing up. A lot of guys, just pictures. It's really not a great website, but I'll leave that alone. So there you go. They are coming back October 24th this weekend with a show. So once again, I'm not going to shit on the show. They're doing it for a good cause, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Exactly.
Even
we'll see. You never know.
No, listen. Even if it's a shitty show, they're doing it for a good cause, and I just can't shit on it. It's just not right. So there you go, Dean of Extreme. Question answered, I hope. And there you go. Eric, let's get into this real quick. On this day, October 20th of 2014, we lost Ox Baker.
Ox Baker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That name doesn't sound familiar, but
Ox Baker was a pretty old school. He goes back to the real old days. I mean, like real old days. But I mean, I'll put it this way: the guy was born in 1934. Made it to 80. I mean, you can't beat that. So, but I mean, it's funny how time flies. It really seems like it wasn't that long ago, and really, it was 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a good.
A long time.
It is, man. But he was a good guy in all the interviews I ever heard. Never really heard anyone talk shit about him. He had the crazy eyebrows and the big bar handle mustache. If you guys remember him, really, really good character, and kind of looked that way just his whole life. He kind of just looked the same way. But really, I do remember him. He even went on The Price is Right in 1981. Eric.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Price is Right.
Mm-hmm.
Around in 81.
In 1981, so that would have definitely been the Bob Barker days. Those were the days I would.
Oh yeah.
This is the Price is Right was the reason I would fake sick. So I could watch The Price is Right. I love that show, man. Bob Barker was my man.
He's still around, right?
No.
Oh, he did die.
Yeah. I'm not sure when. Another good one. Another good question. Bob Barker.
I didn't realize he died. He was still around. I thought he just retired.
No, I believe he is not retired. Oh. Hold on here. Bob Barker is still alive. 97 years old and still alive. I am sorry that I killed Bob Barker. I did not mean to do that. Oh my God, if he drops dead now. I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Anyway,
Maybe you were thinking about the Jeopardy guy. I forgot what's his name.
Alex Trebek, definitely. Yeah.
He died this year.
Yeah, he got cancer, ate him up pretty quick. But yeah, we've got right there. Ox Baker was 27 years ago today. We lost him, but yeah, he was just a crazy guy. He was on the show. I don't know if you ever listened to In Your Head. Kind of, there wouldn't be this show without In Your Head, IYH Wrestling. He used to go on there a couple of times, and always just a great interview, a real fun guy. And according to old Jackie Jones over there, he was, whenever he met him, he was just a really cool guy to meet and, shake hands with. He'd tell stories. He'd take really crazy pictures. Just a really nice, guy that would interact with his fans. So always good. But just thought I saw that on Facebook today. Figured we'd go ahead and mention that real quick. And I guess we were just talking about Raw, Eric. Yeah. I mean, Raw the rating was 1.593 average viewers. The demo for the 18 to 49 was the lowest on record for Raw since at least 2014, likely ever. And the demo was a 0.39, or about 510,000 viewers in their demo. Sixth lowest on record, which, whatever. I mean, sixth lowest. But again, why? Why would I want to watch if no one else is either? Why would
exactly?
I mean, you're not watching Raw, right?
No, because I watch Monday Night Football.
There you go. Much more important. I'll tell you the truth. Maybe I should become a football fan. I don't know, but it's just ridiculous that. I mean, I'm not saying wrestling is losing its. It's cool. I mean, it's lost its coolness long ago. Let's face it, Eric.
Yeah, 20, I say 15 years ago.
Yeah, I'd say it. Actually, I'll tell you what.
2010.
I would say 2001. I would say when Vince, or 2001, I would say when Vince bought up WCW, wrestling just became uncool again.
You think? I think it was pretty cool when it was John Cena and Batista and Randy Orton, that era, that when they were all young.
Yeah.
I thought from 2005 was 2010 it picked up again.
Yeah, I mean, we got Cena, back when he was slapping Stephanie's ass. Those were good old days.
Yeah. And Batista was cool, and young Randy Orton was fantastic.
I like Batista. I do.
And then you got Rey and Rey Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, but
yeah,
and Eddie Guerrero.
Oh,
rest in peace to Eddie.
Don't even get me started on Eddie. I loved Eddie.
Yeah,
absolutely. That was one of if you ever go, which wrestler death made you cry? Eddie.
Yep.
Eddie was the first one that made me actually tear up. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. But anyway.
Yeah, I thought it picked up. Maybe you're right. 2001 to 2003, it kind of died down. But when HBK came back, and when Brock Lesnar became a big thing, I think it picked up a little bit more. Maybe not as cool as Attitude Era, but I think it got a little more better.
I don't know, man. I mean, it even shows now. Once Vince lost his competition, he really just. I mean, once he was the only dog on the block, it didn't matter what kind of show he put out, and I think that started to show. I really think that started to bleed through. I mean, come on, that whole WCW invasion angle could have been so much better. Why didn't they just let? Oh, yeah. Why did they not just let Shane run the company against the other? My God, everyone's making money. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that would have been fantastic.
It would have been Shane running a competing promotion against his own father. That would have been so great. My God, the fans would have loved it.
Stephanie in the middle.
Oh yeah, us fans would have absolutely loved doing that right there. Seeing that would have been so much more fun. Instead, no, they just they want to glom on who they want to glom on. My son shut the lights. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Now I'm half blind.
I mean, TNA tried. They tried.
That was
2010. We all know that. They tried.
Goddamn 13.
For a few weeks, maybe for a month, it probably worked.
Yeah, they tried.
After that, it was just.
They tried.
Blah.
They did. And then the ECW invasion, which, we all found out that, Paulie was taking money for them a year before that even started, and blah, blah, blah. So, kind of some weird stuff always going on, but I don't know. Especially in WWE, a little less weird, Eric, would be AEW, which I've got a little bit of AEW news to roll through here. And this may really be a good short show. I got to be honest with you guys. AEW has officially signed Daniel Garcia, finally.
Oh, I didn't realize he wasn't signed.
No, he was not signed. I guess he was working on a match-by-match or, match-by-match, night-by-night basis. And they're saying he's definitely going to be doing a few more dark matches here and there, but he's also going to be definitely promoted pretty good. He's got crowd seems to be behind him. They like him. He's great. He does some good flippy dippy doos. And who doesn't like a flippy dippy do, Eric?
Yeah. When you get a match with CM Punk,
well, yeah,
that shows you how much they have trust in you. They put you in a match with CM Punk. Like right away, not right away, but in that fast.
Yeah,
and show you how much how highly they think of it.
Mm-hmm. They obviously do, and I think Punk is requesting who to work with at this point in his career.
Yeah.
And in AEW, I think he's just like, I want to work with him. I want to work with, and I think Punk probably chose this kid. I mean, he's really good in the ring, and I definitely needs some talking work, but Jesus Christ, half the people in WWE still need talking work, and they've been there for 15 years.
Who's the other kid that there's another kid that has potential that's working with Leo Rush right now.
Martin, Dante Martin.
Yeah, he's another kid that I think CM Punk will work with soon.
Yeah, most definitely.
He has potential too.
Yeah,
I hope Leo Rush doesn't put him down. I know how you feel about Leo, but I mean, well, I don't know if you know that they're gonna be a tag team now.
I did. I see that they are, and I mean the Leo Rush thing. Listen, the guy's just he's an attention hoa. He really is. And he sometimes just gets on social media just to get some attention, which I know you're supposed to get attention on you here and there. But, I mean, retire, unretire. Retire, unretire. Say something stupid on the internet. Retire, unretire. Say something stupid on the internet. Retire, unretire. My God, at least go the Kurt Angle route and once just say you were fucking hacked and don't retire.
Exactly.
Kurt Angle would be on there all perked up, drunk, tweeting, getting himself in trouble. And he'd be like, "Oh, I got hacked. Everyone said,
he's talented. He's just a dick.
I guess speaking of being a dick, let's get into this story because, Eric, you know what month it is.
October.
Oh, no. This is the month we celebrate Arn Anderson. This is Glocktober.
Oh.
we're celebrating Glocktober all month long. Arn Anderson gets some sort of segment on this show all month long. We got a couple more weeks of this, so Glocktober it is. I think I might have just accidentally named the show.
That should be the name of the show, October.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it Glocktober. Not sure where that even fucking came from, but anyway, he did make a few comments about that whole Glock comment on his own podcast, of course, the Arn podcast, Eric. And what does he say?
I know he had a podcast. Wow.
Well, once Conrad gets his hands on you, you've got a podcast.
Oh yeah, Conrad has like what? Does he still have Tony Schiavone?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I know Schiavone does one with the referee. What's her name? They do a podcast together.
Aubrey Edwards.
Yeah, they do a podcast together. So
Yep.
I'm not sure if he still has his own.
He is.
With he does.
Yep, he does. I mean, it's not like he has to do prep. Basically, Conrad does all the prep, and everyone else he just asks some questions and goes, "That rumor or innuendo," and that's it. It's over. I mean,
oh yeah, but he has Bischoff, he has Schiavone, Bruce Pritchard,
and
Wow.
and every one of them has a Patreon. Everyone has subscriptions, and they've all got this, and they've all got that, and Conrad gets a little piece of all of it. Plus, he was already a millionaire from his little mortgage business. Conrad makes really good money, and I mean, look,
Yeah.
I shit on the guy a lot, but
he's a good business guy.
he's doing something he likes, and I mean, I still think the guy's just a fucking con man, to be honest with you, which is why his first name is Conrad. Conrad. Yeah. Get it? Conrad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think he's a bit of a con man. And whatever. If I have to say something nice about him, I'll respect his hustle. How's that?
He used to work for WWE, right?
I don't even know. I don't have a clue. I'm not even going to look that up. That's how much I care about Conrad. But yeah, of course, Arn has, like I said, Conrad got his hooks in Arn also. And he said, well, times are a-changing, aren't they? Attitudes are a-changing. No, I'm not packing heat. I may carry a little heat, but I don't know. Who knows? Old people, you can push them so far and they get dangerous. I think Joe Biden talking here. He kept going. There was a few jokes about his son Brock, thinking that maybe people obviously made the joke, oh, he named his son because it sounds like Glock. I think he would. I really think he would have just named his kid Glock at that point. He said, I did not name him Brock because of that. Incorrect. And Glocks are purely, as long as everybody gets it, are defensive mechanisms only. But there's been some attitude changes necessary. Mine, for one, to begin with. And then he really starts getting kayfabe in this thing. But I just think it's so funny that people are still bringing this up. I mean, it was a little over the top, and you're not used to seeing stuff like that on wrestling. But man, we're on like 3 weeks past that already, and Conrad's already still jumping on it. But I don't know. We're past it. We're past it, though. Oh, I'm sorry.
How many?
What?
How many? Do you know how many podcasts he has?
No, I'm not looking that up. No, I don't need to know. If the chat room really wants to know, they'll look it up and they'll tell us.
Yeah.
Go to work, bitches. With love. Get something done, goddammit. Otherwise, I'm going to sick fucking Arn Anderson on you guys. Let him get his hands bloody. All right. So, damn, that's already... Wow, we don't have that much left, Eric, at all, do we?
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, there's not really a dynamite. There wasn't that much. We've got like 3 stories left at this point. Well, 2 stories left, and then whatchamacallit. Actually, I think I got one more thing from
When
you.
I sent you, I sent you a few.
You sent me, I think, 2. Let me go ahead real quick back here. I got that one. I think I got that one. I got that one. I got 2 from you here. One was from about the baby, and we're not getting into that again. We're not getting into that again. That's all I got.
Did I send you? Oh yeah, that's the one I sent you on Saturday.
Yeah. That picture. No, let's go ahead and get into that real quick, because I did see a picture of the new Karrion Kross character. So, go ahead. Or you want me to read it? It's up to you.
You can. Hold on.
I've got it
Which
right
one
here.
again?
You
got it.
The picture. I got it. This was a little something from WrestleVotes. They said, source states WWE is shifting Karrion Kross's character once again. Plan is for him to be more of a psycho, yet still calm and cool. As of now, the helmet stays, but for whatever reason, still no Scarlet. Presentation of entrance, including theme music and set to change as well. All right. So that's fine. They're going to tweak the character here and there. They've been, talking about making things, shaking things up a little bit. Shake it up. So there's that. Now, I decided to, wait a little bit and look around and see if I could find any more on that. Wrestling Inc. had an article. WWE took a new photo shoot with him. So we do have some pictures. He kind of looks like Hitman. Basically, he's got, gloves on in one picture. Here, I'll post this in the chat real quick. Of course, if I hit the right button, it would help. I'll let everybody take a look in the chat and see what I'm talking about here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the chat room. Drop that bad boy in there. There we go. Okay, everybody can follow along. At one picture, he looks like a hitman. He's got the tight white T-shirt on, black gloves, black pants, black shoes, black belt, and a black bag. Just to go with everything else. Next picture, he's in a suit. He's got a suit jacket on, and Scarlett is with him in this picture. So I'm not 100% sure that they might have figured out that him without Scarlett, really, no one cares. It's really sad to say, but honestly, no one cares. And then Scarlett had a new picture of just herself. Good God, that's a woman.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't understand why they don't put her on TV with him.
I don't know.
He's attractive enough.
Oh my God.
I mean, not to say that they don't want. Maybe I worded that wrong.
No,
but you know what?
No, I know what you're saying. She's very attractive. But she's more than eye candy.
Yeah.
She has great, stuff. She's out there cheering him on when he's winning. Looks worried about him when he's losing. She's an actual manager. Shouldn't just stand out there. Like some of the other.
She's like,
yeah.
She's like what Sunny was. How do I put it? Like Sunny was, I guess. Maybe that's not a good comparison, but
not present Sunny.
No, not present Sunny. I'm talking 95 Sunny.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I can see that, but I mean, she really just he had that entrance with her coming out, and they took his entrance, they took his girl, they took his look, they took kind of everything that the guy stood out for, and they were like, "Here, just be a bland guy in a mask. Just pretend you're Tensai, and it's gonna work this time. Okay, go ahead."
I honestly think they ruined the guy. I mean, can he come back from it? Sure.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I think they kind of ruined the guy. He's not over anymore.
No, no.
I don't know if he'll ever be again.
Not without her. I hate to tell you. She's part of the character, dude. She's part of the character. It fits. It's like Brock Lesnar not having Paul Heyman with him for too long, because we know eventually Brock's going to say something very vulgar or stupid on the microphone. So maybe both.
I mean, he's gotten better on the mic, I think.
He has. He's gotten a little bit better, but but Paul's still out there with him, which I think is actually giving him more confidence.
Yeah.
So
I mean, right now he's not, right? Because Paul is with Roman.
Yeah, but they're all in the same storyline right now.
Yeah.
So he's still got his man just in case something goes wrong out there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, new pictures of Karrion Kross. If this is what they're gonna do with him, that's fine. You know, he kind of looks. I mean, he's got like that. You know, he's got the scruff going. He's got like with the suit on. He's got the James Bond kind of look going a little bit. That wouldn't be a bad character for him, actually. Kind of that Bondish type character, without the accent, of course. But I can see it.
There's another Keith Lee. Now, what do you? I don't know if you know that his name is what, Bear Down Lee or something now.
Bearcat.
Bearcat.
Bear down.
Bear Down.
That's what a doctor says before he puts his finger up your pooper. Bear down. What the fuck are you talking about?
You might as well bear down because Bearcat. They really changed the name to Bearcat Lee.
Oh, I mean,
which is kind of corny. I mean, it is corny.
It is, but I mean, we did tell where his name came from. It was from I forget the guy's name, but there was another Bearcat from a very, very long time ago. One of the first black champions of, I forget the company it was, but it was. He's paying tribute, but they're gonna have to explain that eventually. Not everyone's gonna. First of all, listen to this show. Secondly, not everyone's gonna be on the internet looking for that exactly thing. They should explain it. I don't know if they have. I haven't watched WWE, but they should definitely go on and explain where that name comes from, or let his first. I don't know if he's cut any promos yet. Maybe he will, and he'll explain where that name comes from. I got a feeling he will.
I just hope they don't. This is not a. I just hope they use him right. He does deserve a top main event spot.
I agree. And I know a lot of people don't like his promo style. I dig it. I think it fits him and him only.
Yeah.
I think if anyone
him versus Big E would be a nice feud.
Oh, I'd love that. Just a couple of fucking big guys. Is Lee on is he a SmackDown or a Raw guy?
I thought he was Raw.
I think he might be. And I think Big E went to Raw too, so that could be a definite.
Yeah, because he's a champion.
That would be a good one. That would be a great feud actually to see, to be honest with you. I would really like to see that. A couple of big motherfuckers in there, just, Big E out there and Bearcat Lee, meat to meat, as Big E would say.
I think Big E's first feud is going to be Seth Rollins, I believe.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
I like Seth. I know the whole, back in the old Authority day, John, I'm going to break his neck. Sound like fucking Big Bird or something. Awful. But I've grown to like Seth and his crazy outfits and, this whole character he's playing, and I've grown to like it.
I was hoping he would feud with Roman. Maybe he would have been the guy to take the title from Roman as a baby. They turn him babyface.
Well, the problem with that is it makes sense, and WWE hates to make sense of stuff. So that's why they're not going to.
Because I think it would have put Seth Rollins over. I don't think he's as over as he used to be.
I don't know, man. He still gets a damn good pop when he comes out. He does. He still gets a crowd. Still loves that shit, man. They still love him somehow, some way. They still like the guy.
Yeah.
So
he's still feuding with Edge, right?
I think so. I think so. I believe so.
I hope this is the end of it. And they dragged this a little bit too long, you think?
He's what?
You think they dragged this feud too long, or is it should end tomorrow?
It should. It may. I mean, but do they really end feuds in Saudi? No.
No.
They really don't. They really don't further any feuds or end feuds there. Some feuds have ended there. Well, I mean, just because, Goldberg wasn't coming back for a while, so that feud ended for a while. But
I just hope they don't. This Bobby feud, this Bobby and Goldberg feud is over tomorrow.
yeah, we'll get into that in a little while here. And I got one more story we can actually get into after this one here.
Okay.
So, and it's, again, we probably should have talked about this at the beginning too. Not the best story to hear, but it is actually a good story. Hacksaw Jim Duggan had some emergency surgery today, actually. And the last picture he took, he is up. He's given the thumbs up. He looks happy. He looks very, very good. So I don't know if it says the surgery he had. It was for an undisclosed issue. So I don't know what emergency surgery he had, but he is up. He is fine. He's, like I said, given the signature thumbs up, and he's smiling in the picture. So gotta love that. But
Exactly. He's always smiling.
oh yeah, you just never like to hear the words emergency surgery. Never good.
Yeah, that's never
A good thing. So, yeah, I knew we weren't going to sit there and spend a ton of time on that little story there, but what I will get into is this article is on WrestlingHeadlines.com. I really haven't seen
when
it.
I sent you.
No, I really haven't seen this article many other places. No, the other article you sent me is right on Facebook.
Yeah.
But there's a picture out for a tag team, a lucha tag team under masks called Too Fast, Too Fuego. And according to this, on Sunday, October 24th, this picture, one of the people in the mask is Cody Rhodes. The dream tattoo is prominently right there, and Cody's in a mask. And this is supposed to be Sunday, October 24th, at a TV taping at Universal Studios in Florida. So we may be seeing Cody come back as a luchador. Not come back, but we're going to see Cody be a luchador?
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. It's got him. He's in a gold mask. He's got like suspenders on. And
It reminds me of Stardust days.
Little bit. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens here. But according to this, we're about to get Cody Rhodes in there doing lucha stuff. Oh, boy.
In AEW, right?
It's an AEW. It's an AEW taping. It's at Soundstage 19 right there at Universal Studios, Florida. They have 2 sessions on Sunday. One goes from 1 to 4, the other from 5:30 to 8:30. So if you can't get tickets for one, you can get tickets for the other.
I wonder if he's going to be doing like 2 different characters. Like, who's that? Like the Fiend.
The Mick Foley.
Yeah, Mick Foley.
Yeah.
The Fiend. Who else is there?
The 3 faces of Cody.
Yeah.
No. This is not anything I want to see, Eric. Not at all. No.
I know you're not a big Cody.
No. The last thing I want to see is more Cody on my television. And I guess we're going to see it one way or the other here. Again, grain of salt. I've only seen this on a couple websites, not any big websites. So let's take this with a grain of salt. This may all be bullshit. Not the taping. Yeah. I think the taping might be not bullshit, but this picture could be complete and utter bullshit. Who knows?
It could be a one-time thing too.
Cody doesn't do one-time things.
That's true.
No. Not Not Cody. Not Cody. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on from that one. And yeah, Eric, you had. Let me see here. Oh, I already did that.
I sent you one this afternoon.
You did. Now this is a long one. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, let's give a little backstory to this. Take up a little bit of time here because we're barely at an hour at this point. I guess Tony and Eric Bischoff were having a little back and forth with each other. I guess Eric Bischoff basically told him, shut the fuck up. You shouldn't be talking this type of shit. And I guess a lot of people were hitting back with this from the guy who used to give Raw results on WCW. And basically he's like, yeah, well, I was actually competing with a company unlike you. You're not really competing. So, and he also told him, be quiet. He should really be quiet. So this is what Tony Khan had to say. Oh, Jesus. Let me take a sip, then I'll read this.
It's funny because Eric Bischoff appeared on AEW a couple times last year.
He did that, but Eric Bischoff also knows controversy creates cash. I don't know if that's what he's doing here, but I mean, he said he's not really looking to do anything serious with AEW. He'll do an appearance when he's asked, but that was about it. So he's not out there bucking for a job or anything.
Yeah.
So he's got nothing to lose at this point. I think he made a lot of money. I think he's very happy. He still has his TV thing going.
And his podcast.
And his podcast. And he's got the TV thing with Jason Hervey still. The
movie. He has a TV show?
Don't know if they actually have any shows right now, but I know they still are in the TV. I think they might do commercials and stuff, dude. Seriously.
Okay.
I think
I haven't seen it.
I think they do stuff like that, but it's what Tony Khan had to say. Whew. This is a long one, everybody. For Eric Bischoff, of all people, the guy who got lowered down on a motorcycle from the ceiling, the guy who challenged Vince McMahon to fight him, to say that somebody should stay quiet is laughable. He's got a point. Eric is doing an act. I respect it, but let's be serious. Eric used to be a wrestling company executive, as now he is a commentator. Not even a commentator. And as a commentator, he's trying to stir up controversy. All right, there's the controversy creates cash right there. But I think it would be pretty naive of anybody to look at this and not examine that the person talking is Eric Bischoff, who is the most outspoken wrestling executive of all time, and somebody who got a lot of heat, but somebody who also, look, if we're going to be honest, the things I'm trying to do in terms of balancing these great stars, we have like CM Punk, Chris Jericho, and Bryan Danielson, and people who come in with years of experience. They've got lots of time on television as big TV wrestling stars. And then we have people who have emerged here and become TV. Here is HEAR instead of HERE. That's what threw me off. Sorry. We have people who have emerged here and become TV wrestling stars in AEW, like Kenny Omega and Hangman Page and the Young Bucks. Got a few. I mean, let's face it, 2 out of those 3 were already indie darlings, Omega and the Young Bucks. So, not like you brought them in and, they found this fame suddenly. No. And he says, and we also have a whole crew of people who are young stars, and a lot of them are becoming young and established stars on TV too. Whether it's MJF, I agree with that one. Britt Baker, yep. Guevara, Jungle Boy, I agree with those. And so many others, Darby Allin, yep, in particular. Just stars I'm committed to keeping in AEW and not losing and building around. All right, one more paragraph here. When Eric says focus on wrestling, I am focused on the wrestling and pushing these people and not running them out of the company like Chris Jericho couldn't get out of WCW fast enough. And Eddie Guerrero was put in his place, and wrestlers were told by their boss there was only 3 guys in the company. When Eric said that, Hulk Hogan, Randy, obviously Savage, and Roddy Piper were the only 3 guys that had ever drawn money. Of course, a slap in the face to a few other people in the room, but what does that say of the morale of the young wrestlers who are busting their asses every week? It just doesn't make sense. I'm happy and grateful to not go off like that every week, and really only when there's a call for it and when there's competition brought to our doorstep and we have to respond. I'm just really grateful for the fans, their support, and there's nothing to talk about now because we had to do last weekend, because we did what we had to do last weekend, and now we can enjoy it and also look forward to a great card this weekend. I'm tired now. Okay. I'm not going to completely disagree with Bischoff here. I have said before, Tony needs to stop going on these little shows, these little podcasts. And, I mean, all right, this is his weekly visit on Busted Open Radio. I get it. But then, you go another week and he's on, like, In My Mom's Basement podcast. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Tony Khan, billionaire? Don't go on these.
He likes attention, too.
He does. You're right. He's an attention whore, too.
And I love Tony Khan, too.
Oh, I mean, maybe that's why him and Leo Rush get along. They're both attention whores. It's just unbelievable, though, that he does this. He goes on, and listen, I'm not saying be all Vince McMahon. No one's even. I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. No, but you don't need to respond to every little thing. You don't need to go at WWE. I've said that since AEW was even, when Cody came out smashing the chair with the sledgehammer. I said even back then, there's no reason for this. Don't take shots. Just go out there and do you guys. Go out there and make this fucking company what you want it to be. And that's it.
Exactly.
Fuck WWE. I mean, yes, they're competition. Great. I don't feel they're competition. They're on different nights every now and then. They, last Saturday or last Friday, Rampage, had a little, they were head to head, and yeah, WWE beat them. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares? It's going to be 2 weeks where they may do, WWE may announce something this weekend. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I still say we're taking ratings way too seriously,
oh, definitely.
But
you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but here's the one thing: Tony Khan is the guy that should be worried about ratings, absolutely, because that's what that's where the money comes in and comes from. Ratings help. Ratings keep him on television. If he didn't get any ratings, they wouldn't have him on television anymore. So there's that, but he just needs to get a little more fucking humble. Don't go out there and shit on everything. He took like 4 shots at Eric Bischoff in this article. We get it.
Wow.
We get it. Eric wasn't the biggest businessman. But I'll tell you what, I respect the living shit out of Eric for saying a lot of things he did back then he would never do now, thinking back on it. The cruiserweight division, he would never have done that. A bunch of other things he has said, I just wouldn't do now. He's even said, now in my day, I would never have read those results. I wouldn't do that now. He's owned up for it. Like X-Pac, dude. X-Pac owns up for all the stupid shit he did. I respect that, man. You can't fault that in a guy. So I like what Bischoff is saying. And like I said, I don't really disagree with him very much. They shouldn't be doing it. It makes them seem
petty.
Not even, you know what? They're stooping to WWE's level. They're stooping is what they're doing. And they shouldn't be doing it. But I mean, like I said, Tony took a shot at him right in the beginning here. Khan took a shot right at the beginning. Oh, here's the guy that was lowered down from the ceiling on a motorcycle and challenged Vince to a fight. Okay, we all know that. We get it. I get it. I get you're a fan, Tony Khan, but now you're more than a fan now. You're a wrestling company executive. You need to
be more professional.
Thank you.
Don't act like it.
Thank you. Exactly, Eric. They need to
start. Be your own company. Don't worry about Vince.
Right. Yeah.
Don't worry about Vince.
Exactly. Vince isn't going to...
Because you're doing well.
Yeah. Vince isn't going to personally tweet you back, fuck off, Khan. No. I would love that if he did, though.
I like one day to have a super show, just WWE versus AEW, just one time. That'd be just have those two companies merge just one for one night. You know how big that would be?
Yeah, it would be huge, except both companies would be looking for too much out of it, and it would just become a who's got the bigger dick. Which,
yeah. I mean, I don't think they'll settle on 50-50, but because Vince would never do that. But
well, honestly,
I don't think Tony would either.
Tony played who's got the bigger dick a couple of times last week. I mean, he did it with, he did it with WWE. He was playing who's got the bigger dick, and then he comes out again with the biggest dick with the, all right, I got more money than Vince. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Who fucking cares? Stop, Tony. Back off, calm down, stop all the complaining, stop dignifying everything with an answer. Sometimes 2 little words are great. No comment. That's it.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's all you need to say. I forget about it. No comment. No comment at all. So, I don't know, man. I dug for news, Eric. That was about all I could really find that was worth talking about. So, I guess
there was something
good.
I wanted.
You said something.
Why
else?
do you think?
Oh, go ahead.
Why do you think wrestling fans? Oh, sorry.
No, go.
I was gonna say I want to get into this a little bit about why wrestling fans care about ratings so much. With that page the page I always sent you for Wrestling World, they always talk about the ratings and it's annoying. I mean, I know they have to do that, but it feels like wrestling fans care more about ratings than the actual shows.
Yeah, most definitely, because it's the smart Mark thing to do, to go in and care about the ratings. Listen, the people, like I said, Tony Khan should care about ratings. Vince should care about ratings. The TV stations should care about ratings. We really shouldn't give a shit.
Fans shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
look, all I see is arguments like, "Oh, Tony Khan should quit while he started. The ratings are dropping." Like, from. I mean, we talked about this before about Rampage in the slot time. People say, they should cancel it. TNT's going to cancel it. That's all I hear.
No, for a Friday night, they're still doing great numbers.
Yeah.
At that hour, in that time slot, they are still doing good numbers, especially for a wrestling show. So, I see that, and I'm not. I mean, it's hard to put your finger on why. I mean, it's not the end-all, be-all. And besides that, there's so many other ways people watch wrestling nowadays, and I've said this 1,000 times. You can Hulu. You can watch Raw on Hulu. I'll bet we don't get those numbers. You can, go to...
Stream it.
Yeah, on AEW, you can go back on Fight TV and watch it. There's plenty of ways to watch these shows and not be even counted as a rating. But the execs should be worrying about that. Not even the wrestlers should really worry about the ratings. They really shouldn't. They should just worry about going out there and trying to fucking entertain everybody they can. That's about it.
Yeah, it's mainly the WWE marks that don't watch AEW in the same, and it's vice versa. It's the same way with the AEW marks too. I always say I'm a pro wrestling fan. I don't give a shit about ratings.
No, I mean, yeah, we bring them up on the show. But we don't sit there and see, this proves that they suck and AEW is getting better and now they suck. No, it really doesn't. Ratings go up, ratings go down. People go through dips. They go through fucking. It happens just because.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a normal thing of shows.
Yeah, and like I said, Friday at 10:00 p.m. is a shit time.
And you're still doing well.
I think they're doing fine. I think
people overanalyze the ratings and just want to nitpick AEW, nitpick WWE. They want to do this, do that. They just want to start arguments. And I mean, it's the same way of other stuff too in our society. That's our society now.
Well, and
just nitpick.
Right. And now it's giving the WWE fans a reason to gloat. It's giving the AEW fans a reason to get defensive.
Yeah. I'm more of an AEW fan, but I'm still a pro wrestling fan.
Yeah, and I mean, let's face it. At this point, the ratings really shouldn't matter. They're not on the same nights anymore. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The rating is,
and they're not even
what
going
it is.
against each other on Friday night. That was just a one-time thing. That was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Where they wanted to test it, and people are saying, "Whoa, wrestling fans are toxic." I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it.
Yep.
They're probably more toxic than people who talk about politics.
Yeah, they really are, man.
That's striking and saying a lot.
Oh, it's just like this. I mean, all of social media is basically toxic. We had this conversation, actually. We had this conversation Saturday night, actually. And David Chappelle brings up a ton of stuff on social media and how rude, how toxic they can be. I mean, he even had a friend of his commit suicide, which I'm not going to spoil the rest of the show if you haven't seen it, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So, because of social media, he didn't put his finger on it, but he was saying that's basically what happened is, she was attacked by social media enough to the point where took her life. So pretty crazy shit, but social media itself is awful. But wrestling fans just now, they need either something to brag about or something to bitch about. So it's giving, like I said, WWE fans are able to brag about the big ratings on the show that's on a different night. Look, the AEW hasn't even gotten a Raw's lowest rating yet.
Yeah, I don't understand the comparison to Raw.
No, especially not. Oh my God.
Different nights.
Show's been around since
AEW is going up with Wednesday nights are probably one of the biggest nights in television. You got Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, got all the Chicago stuff. You got Survivor. You got Wednesday nights is loaded with shows.
Jeez, Survivor. Survivor's still on?
Yeah. I'm a big Survivor guy, so.
Oh my God, that show's still on television. Kill me. Anyway.
I love Survivor.
Oh, I've seen a few episodes, not many. I'm not a huge reality TV. I like the reality cooking shows. That's about it. So, all right, you know what, Eric? I think we should just jump into the old Crown Jewel match card once again, and then we can just wrap on up, man. I got nothing else really. Let's make it a short show. Who cares?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I hope
matter.
Smark is okay. Smark, if you're listening, I hope you're okay.
Yeah, like I said, every now and then he does this, but he's usually all right. Let me see here. Did he ever read anything? No. I'm trying to remember if he said anything to me about maybe not being here. That's possible.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. That's possible, but I don't remember. Not one bit. So, all right, whatever. We'll get him. We'll get him when we get him. But otherwise, this really wouldn't have been a much longer show anyway. There's just not a lot to get into this week, especially with this whole, after Saudi, we're going to see a lot. Because after this Saudi Arabia show, Crown Jewel, is when all the trades take place. All the draft picks take place. So we'll get to see.
And we'll have a lot to talk about next week. So.
We'll have much more to get into.
The AEW returns on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with tournament coming, all the tournaments finishing up, AEW's tournament starting 3 weeks away from full gear. Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 weeks, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Coming fast.
Yeah, it is, man. It's going. So, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
This month of October has gone fast. It's probably in 31 days. We're already what? More than halfway.
Yeah.
10 more days in October.
Yeah, it's the 20th right now. So, yeah, we got just a few more days till Halloween and all kinds of crazy stuff. But, yeah, it's just, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into this bad boy right now. We got the Crown Jewel. Once again, it's going to be tomorrow. Starts at 12 p.m. Eastern time here in the USA. So be ready to check that out on Peacock if you're around. I won't be. I'll be at the doctor with my wife, at the hospital actually. So Fun stuff. Let's go ahead and start off. The kickoff match is right now announced as the Usos versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I really wish they would give this guys a name.
I think they're called the Hurt Business again.
I know, but give these guys a tag team name to go out there and call them, except for just Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin.
I wonder what they could call themselves. I have to think.
I don't know. America's Top Team. No, it's taken. I don't know. Either way, they're both great in the ring. And, who do you got there? Usos or Cedric and Shelton? Now, this is going to be interesting because I haven't seen WWE in a while. So, really, I'm just going to go with who I want to win.
I'll say that. Mm-hmm. I'll go out on limb and say Hurt Business. If they really, really want to elevate them again, I think they would win.
The Usos, you said?
No, the Hurt Business. I'm going to call them Hurt Business.
Okay, you're going with them. I'm actually going to go with the Usos. I think the Usos take this win. They've been getting some good wins, and I think they want to start out with a nice crowd-pleasing match, and this is definitely it. But are Benjamin and Alexander, is this heel versus heel tag teams?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it for the tag team titles? No, that's right. They're on separate shows. I forgot.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Usos on this one. We've got the finals of the Queen's Crown Tournament, Eric. It is Doudrop versus Zelina Vega. Doudrop did beat Shayna Baszler on Raw.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Seriously? Can we talk about that for a second?
Didn't see the match, but yeah, we can get into it.
Why in the hell is Doudrop going over Shayna Baszler?
Because Doudrop is going to Saudi Arabia and Shayna Baszler is probably not, because she could be beheaded.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I keep forgetting that.
I mean, I'm not sure how to say it nicer. You know.
Yeah, I don't want to. I forgot. Mm-hmm. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, this
is. We don't have to get into it, but
no. That's the only reason I can think of. That's the only reason I can think of.
Over under this match goes 3 minutes.
Oh, it's in Saudi. Oh, I would say under. Doudrop with the win. Doudrop with
over
the
under
win,
3 minutes.
Yep, I'm going under and Doudrop with the win.
Are they going to really call her Queen Doudrop? Oh my God!
I don't know.
I hope Vega wins. Queen Vega.
It would make for something a little better, but I really think they're trying to push Doudrop, Piper Niven, and I got no problem with it. So I see her winning. You going for Vega?
I see Vega.
All right. We've got the King of the Ring tournament final. This one worries me. It's Xavier Woods versus Finn Balor. We all know Xavier Woods has been dying to win this thing for years and years and years, which is why this makes me think Balor's winning this, especially after coming off that demon defeat.
Yeah, Kim Balor seems.
Yeah,
Kim Balor sounds better.
King Woods would be great. Like I said, this is something he's dreamed of, is getting this tournament back and winning this tournament. It would be great. I would love him to see Woods win, but they never give anyone what they want, which is why I'm going with Finn Balor.
Yeah, and they're already going, and Big E's already on the show, so
right. Yeah, exactly. So we got
to. I don't see them putting both New Day guys on over in the singles match.
No. All right, we'll go. All right, finally agree on one. We'll go with Finn. We got a singles match. It's Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali.
Mansoor.
Yeah, Mansoor wins over there.
It's his hometown.
Yeah, Mansoor wins over there. Always wins over there.
It probably ends in 8 minutes.
Probably around there. Yeah, probably. Now, this one ain't going 8 minutes. This is Hell in a Cell. Edge versus Seth Rollins. This is going to be a good match no matter what. I'm not quite sure why Edge would want to go do a fucking cell match with the way his body is, but It's all up to Edge, not me. Wow. I think
Does anybody get thrown off the page?
No, but I think I got to go with Rollins here to take this. No, Rollins broke into Edge's house. This has to be Edge's payback. Edge has to win this. Edge has to win this. I'm going Edge. I'm going Edge. Final answer.
I'm going with Seth. I think I need to put Seth on.
Damn it! I knew I should have gone with Seth. I'm kidding. I'm sticking with Edge. I'm going to stick with Edge.
I can't see them not putting Seth over in the end of the feud, unless it's not an end of the feud. I would think.
And I can't see Rollins. I can't see Rollins breaking into Edge's home and not getting beat halfway to death by Edge in this match. So I don't know.
True. Unless somebody interferes.
It's Hell in a Cell, man.
Speaking of interference.
Holy shit.
Yo, Smark.
He lives.
That's it.
What is up, man? You all right? Everything cool?
I fell asleep watching the movie.
Up. Eric nailed it.
I told you.
Eric nailed it. Eric said you fell asleep. I think he was correct.
Yep, these things happen.
Well, there wasn't a lot to talk about, so we were just about to get into, what do you call these? Crown Jewel predictions. We've already done a couple. I'll go back to you. We can go ahead and let you get some picks in real quick. We're not that far up into the show. And if you got anything, ship it on over, man. We got time.
I got a couple of things. I don't want to tip my hat too much, but did you see the video of The Undertaker?
I have that. You know what? I have two videos, actually. I do have that. I've got the Undertaker video, but I have not played it.
That is so great. I love it. Okay. That covers one of them.
Okay.
I have another one. I'll send it your way here. Give me just a second.
I got Messenger sitting up here, and we'll get that. Tell you what, while you're doing that, Smark, why don't Eric, let's jump back and give Smark some picks here real quick. He'll fly through them here. Usos versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin.
Usos.
All right. There you go. Okay, the Usos it is on that one. That's who I picked. I picked the Usos. Yeah. You got the Queen's Crown Tournament final, Doudrop versus Zelina Vega.
This is hard because it's a matter of who do I want to win versus who I think will win. But I think that they're probably going to give it to Doudrop.
I agreed with that also. Now, this is one that we kind of have the same argument for both of them. This is the King of the Ring tournament final, Xavier Woods versus Finn Balor.
I'd go old Javier Woods on this one.
See, I went with Balor. WWE never gives anyone what they really want.
This is true, but it's also a matter of if you give the New Day a bunch of things, you don't have to promote the Shield as much, so you don't have to acknowledge Ambrose.
I get that, but Finn's just coming off that loss as the Demon.
But I mean, they've made it abundantly clear that they don't give a fuck about him. They care about the New Day.
I mean, you got a point. All right. You're going with Xavier. I hope he wins it. I really do. I hope Xavier wins it. But we got singles match, just a regular, standard, nothing big. Mansoor.
I'm back.
Oh, all right. There's Eric. Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. Who do you got?
I'll go Mustafa. There's no real thought behind that. It's a pick 'em.
Wow. Mansoor never loses in Saudi Arabia, but you're crazy. You're going nuts here, man.
There you go.
All right. And we were just we just finished this match right now. It was Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Seth Rollins. I'm going Edge. Eric is going Rollins. What about you?
I'll go Edge. I'll go with you.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying right before you jumped on here is I really think with Seth Rollins breaking into this guy's house, there's no way Edge doesn't just beat him half to death. Just beat the living fuck out of this guy for it and win.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to put the older guy over in like the blow-off match, but how do we know for sure this is the blow-off?
True.
Exactly. All right. So we'll keep going real quick here. No holds barred match. We got Bobby Lashley versus, I like how they put it on on SCS Scoops. WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg. This match can't go over 5 minutes, first of all. Lashley.
30 seconds.
Lashley Goldberg. Please don't give this to Goldberg. I'm gonna go Lashley, because if they give it to Goldberg, I'm just gonna be really pissed off. So I'm gonna go Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
You're going there,
But I
Smart.
can see Goldberg winning. Vince loves Goldberg.
Let's not even bring it up. Smart.
I hate to do it, but I mean, didn't Lashley basically beat the ever living hell out of the man's kid?
Oh.
And I feel like the fact that they took the belt off of Lashley was also maybe an indicator of where this is going. So unfortunately, I hate to be that guy, but I will go Goldberg.
His kid could interfere if he's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Fuck it. I'll stick with Lashley. All right, we got a Raw tag.
Hello, Lashley.
Yeah, there you go. We got a Raw Tag Team Championship match. It's AJ Styles and Omos versus Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, otherwise known as the Bro, RK Bro. Jesus, I blanked there for a second. My God. Styles and Omos are champions. They really haven't done shit. Or Styles and Omos are still champs, right?
I think Arcade Bro are the champs, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I say they retain. Or whatever, they win.
Let me take a quick look here, but I'm pretty sure that they are the champs.
I think they might be. I think they haven't had them that long, but I'm still going with Orton.
Okay, bro, is champions, yeah.
Okay. I'm going with them. Eric?
I'm going to say title change.
Ooh, back to AJ and Omos. Okay.
I think Randy turned on Arcade Bro. I'm in on his bro.
Oh, it's too early. Smart.
It's possible, but I mean, they still have next month's going to be November. They're going to have Survivor Series. They're going to need tag teams for that. So I feel like they'll keep them intact just long enough for that at the very least. I'll go RK Bro.
Okay. All right. So we got 2-1. Eric, you're the odd man out on that one, too. Triple Threat SmackDown Women's Championship match. Of course, the first ever Triple Threat Women's Championship match in Saudi Arabia. Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, who is taking home the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Sasha Banks.
Really? You think Sasha's going to win it over there? Okay. Possibly. Smart.
I mean, she's the only one that's staying on SmackDown. I don't know how else.
Wow, you got a point there. You're right. They're both moving to Raw, so you know what? That's a great point. So, wow, I think
unless they're going to merge the two titles as Survivor Series.
Yeah, I think you just talked me into Sasha. But you, Smark?
Yeah, go Sasha as well.
Yeah, perfect time to get the title on her and bring it back to SmackDown. Very nice.
I mean, she's going to feud with Charlotte.
Oh,
pretty
great.
obvious there, I think.
Charlotte. Let's call her Charlotte. She looks like Cher at this point.
Do you believe?
Smark, I forgot to ask, how is your Glocktober going?
Glocktober it's went off with a bang.
Oh, there you go. Celebrating Arn Anderson all week this week.
Speaking of, but once we're done with this, I have a little bit of a thing. So keep that in mind, I suppose.
All right. Well, we only got 2 matches left on this card, actually. We got the WWE Championship match. Drew McIntyre versus Big E. Absolutely zero reason to take Big E or take the title off of Big E at this point. Drew
is moving SmackDown.
Yeah, and Drew had no buzz behind him anyway, so I'm going with Big E.
Yep.
All right. Smart?
Unanimous. Put it on Big E.
Oh, right. That takes us to the Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Is Brock the one to do it? Does he take it? Does he take the title from Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia? I think he might, to be honest with you.
I can see it actually happening.
I think he might, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Roman keeps it. One way or the other.
Brock could win by DQ.
That's possible. Usos jump in. Obviously, we know they're going to be there. They have a match. So
That way they protect both guys. He doesn't get pinned. He gets to win, and Roman doesn't get pinned.
Yeah, but this would also be a really cool time for Paul to turn on Roman. Lesnar gets the win. I'm not sure what to do here, which is a good thing that you've got reasons for both guys to win. Huh. Why don't I just go Brock? Fuck it.
I think Brock is going to win by DQ.
No, I'm going to go
And
Roman.
retains.
That means Roman retains either way, so fuck it, I'm just going to say Roman retains. I'm going to go Roman retains. There you go. Final. Done. Smark?
Well, I feel like after they've had Roman hold the belt for like over a year now, just dominate everybody, it makes sense to put it on somebody that's like up and coming and would actually benefit from winning it, make a new star. Since that's not what they do, I'm going to go with Brock.
The young up-and-comer, Brock Lesnar.
Yep, they will continue to not build any new stars, and they will just completely waste the momentum of Roman's reign by just giving it right back to Brock.
Oh, Roman Reigns.
And he won't defend it for another 6 months.
I like that. I like that, by the way. Roman's reign.
It's a good thing right there.
For Roman
And plus,
Reigns,
that makes sense, too, because you got Survivor Series coming up. You got fucking Royal Rumble coming up. Those pay-per-views hardly ever have, like, important title defenses anyway.
Oh, there's still big pay-per-views, so, especially Survivor Series. I love Survivor Series. So,
well, Survivor Series is important, but there's usually not a lot of, like, big title defenses that happen. Their titles don't really change hands there all that often.
No, it's all about the Survivor matches.
And remember, Survivor Series is champion versus champion. Do they want Brock versus Big E, or do they want Roman versus Big E?
Ooh.
Yeah, if there's actually an expectation of the champion to wrestle the next month, that does kind of sway things in the Roman's favor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's Brock.
As much as I would like to see Brock versus Big E, Roman versus Big E is
that's the money match.
Nice too.
That's the money match. So, all right.
Yeah.
There you go. And that is Crown Jewel, once again, on tomorrow, starting at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, on Peacock.
Peacock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Smark, you said you had something to jump on into here?
Yes, real quick here. So I was watching, it came out Friday, Halloween Kills, yes. Well, I will not give away anything significant. I won't spoil any plot or anything like that, but I will say that I quite marked out because there was a moment where, I shit you not, Michael Myers uses a light tube on somebody.
Oh, shit. Does Nick Gage come out?
I was hoping that was going to be the end. I was hoping that in lieu of them doing like a final girl, you just start hearing like fucking For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. I was just, fuck this shit, man. Fuck that. I want to thank my gang. Where my fucking gang at?
I ain't afraid no motherfucking Jason, motherfucker. Fucking MDK all fucking day.
He kills him with a box cutter or a pizza cutter, and then just spends like the rest of the 20 minutes thanking everyone for watching the movie.
You'll thank y'all motherfuckers for coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You're the coolest son of bitches I've ever hung out with, motherfuckers. Badass MDK all fucking day. Yeah.
He reads the entire cast list and like fucking credits. It would have been an amazing way to end the movie, but no, that's not quite what happened. But I've not seen a light tube used as a weapon in a horror movie before. So actually, it was partially written by that guy Danny McBride, who was on Eastbound and Down. He was Kenny Powers.
Yes.
And there was like some wrestling elements in that show. So I would not be surprised if that was his idea, and he's been watching himself some GCW.
Oh, Will Ferrell basically played Ric Flair.
Yeah, pretty much.
He basically played Ric Flair in that goddamn show right there. So, that's pretty cool, though. Using light tubes, going back to the... Dean of Extreme was in here asking about CZW earlier. So, we got to let him know about the show coming up this Sunday, Smark. That show is coming up that we talked about. So, all right. Now, you asked me if I had some audio, and I forgot I had it, to be honest with you. And I've got two little, actually, audio clips we can go ahead and play real fast. and then we can go from there. But I do have the one you're talking about, Smark. Let me unmute the site. Let me unmute Facebook here. And apparently, who is Undertaker announcing here? I forgot.
Well, of course, The Undertaker was announcing somebody who is very near and dear to his heart. None other than the rap phenomenon known as Pitbull.
Yes, it was Pitbull. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Mind you, he did not go to Owen Hart's funeral because it would violate kayfabe, but he showed up here to introduce Pitbull.
Well, now he needs money.
Apparently.
I don't know how, but apparently he does. And let me give you all some volume. Undertaker announcing Pitbull. This is not cleaned up. This audio might not be the best. I apologize. Here we go.
No, the audio is the best.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. The best quality, Smart. Quality. Here we go.
And it is my extreme honor to introduce to you a man that is known around the world. He is Mr. 305. He is Mr. Worldwide. He is the Grammy Award-winning international superstar. Karrion, let's put your hands together and make some noise.
Undertaker is a fucking hype man.
The international superstar himself.
Yeah, he did slip there. He slipped, but he caught himself.
I like how even his vocal range sounds like he slipped. Like it sounded like he had just slipped on something. If you wouldn't have seen the video and not known that he was standing perfectly still, you would have thought.
Yeah, that was they had the little fog going, lights going, and that is Undertaker, obviously somehow hard up for money, introducing Pitbull in full Undertaker gear and a little too much eye makeup from what I saw.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful, wearing makeup over there. You can get in trouble.
Well, I mean that went from guy liner to holy eyeliner.
As he gets older, he's just going to devolve farther and farther into just being like D. Snyder.
Oh well, like in Strangeland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that is the best part, by the way. We just played the audio, but I do encourage everyone to check out the video because he is full on dressed in Undertaker garb from head to toe. He's got the hat, he's got the trench coat, all of it.
Yep, and even doing the voice as you hear the little Undertaker. We didn't get one rest in peace though, which kind of disappoints me a little bit.
Well, it wasn't the full clip. There might have been one before because there was a little bit of an intro before, and I think there was a little bit of something afterwards. So who knows?
All right, there you go. So yeah, you're right. Who knows? What'd you think of that, Eric?
I thought that was awesome. That was pretty interesting.
For a minute there, I thought when he said Mr. 3, I'm like, oh shit, he's bringing out MVP.
That would have been pretty awesome.
Mr. 305, that's MVP fucking P. So I thought he was bringing out. I'm like, damn, MVP's going to come out and rap a Pitbull.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for that. He's got his cane with him and everything.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I wasn't sure, but now you know it was Pitbull he was announcing for. The second little piece of audio I've got here is I guess we all thought that no one was going to try to make money off Ric Flair being back in the tabloids. And I guess we all thought that we lived in a world where any news about you is still good news. Ric Flair is not being canceled. He is actually going to something called the CSA shows, and he even cut a promo for them. And y'all know you want to hear it, right?
Of course.
I mean, absolutely. Of course. There you go. You guys are excited. Here we go.
Ric Flair here. That's right. The diamond ring wearing, Rolex wearing, limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun. Woo! Then along with my man Ray Lewis, the Buster on Bettis, and Mean Joe Green open up Chantilly, woo, Virginia. CSA for Forget about watching football. Forget about drinking a beer.
Well,
This is after you meet me. The one time only, the Nature Boy, coming through Chantilly. Woo! Looking as old as I can look. Signing autographs, taking pictures, and obviously making every man jealous and driving every woman wild. The bus will be there. Jerome, Mean Joe, and my man Ray Lewis, and the Nature Boy. Sunday, October 24th, the CSA's Chantilly, woo, Virginia. Nature Boy coming your way. Woo!
let's just let that sink in for a second.
His best friend, alleged murderer Ray Lewis.
Chantilly. Every time he said it, I just wanted to break into Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail just to hang it down. You know that one. Everyone knows that one.
I wish I could help you. I really don't know that one.
That's the Big Bopper, my man.
I see.
Last name was Richardson, his real name. Richardson.
Ah, very cool.
Yes, he was. Died on the plane with Buddy Holly.
Wow. See, there you go. You kind of made that interconnected because you went from like one plane crash to another one.
They were on the same plane.
Well, no, I'm saying the Ric Flair.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely, Ric Flair was, and I believe 75. He was in a plane crash. I believe that's when it was. 1975?
Sounds about right.
I think that's when it was. Well, that's the year I was born. I think that's why I remember it.
I'll look her up.
But yeah, he's going to be at CSA shows in Chantilly, woo, Virginia. So, hey, if anyone's out in the Virginia area, go see Ric Flair. Tell him what you think of him. Pay for an autograph. Pay for a picture.
No, just a whole line of just like overweight women with pink hair waiting to meet Ric Flair.
Oh, he may be opening himself up for the worst thing in the world. You're right. All these hot women are sitting there in Mean Joe Green's line, and then suddenly Ric Flair's got all these. What's going on here? I don't know. Oh man.
I mean, to be fair, it's Virginia, so they probably don't give a fuck about most things around there. Let's just say.
I'm not gonna even think where I think. I'm not even gonna say what I think you're going with this. So let's just leave it at that. But yeah, Ric
They're
Flair.
not the most progressive of places.
Nah.
I kind of do want to. I've never been to either one, but West Virginia actually sounds a little bit appealing.
I've been to both, West and regular Virginia. When I used to do the horses and travel around everywhere, we did a West Virginia show, and then we used to go from there to Culpeper, Virginia, to do a show.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, and then
Oh, wow.
Well, we used to go everywhere. Dude, we'd go to Pennsylvania. We'd go to New York. Actually, like I've said, I've stood in the middle of Madison Square Garden before. I've done that, but we used to go, and then you kind of make your way. It's almost like wrestling. You make your way. We lived in North Carolina. We'd make our way up, and then start heading back down, and eventually, end up in South Carolina at the shows when it was hot as hell and summer was almost over, and we're coming back to North Carolina at that time. So we would just we'd go up all the way and then back down, but I mean we'd even end up in like Ocala, Florida, and places like that. Tennessee,
very nice.
Did something out in Tennessee. I forget where. I don't know where we were, but we used to go out that way. We used to go to, like I said, we'd go to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Was one of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I loved that place. They actually, every time we went there, it was during the state fair. So I would go spend enormous amounts of money on games that I couldn't win. But what ended up happening was because I was there so much and they started knowing me, they actually started teaching me how to beat the games. So there's tricks to all of them. They can be won, and if you know them, you can do it.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So it was fun, man. It was fun traveling around, but we used to go all fucking over the place. But yeah, Virginia, Ric Flair, gonna be out there. I don't know why no one thought that somebody out there was going to take advantage of Ric Flair being back in the news one way or the other and take advantage of the fact that they can get a little buzz behind Ric Flair being somewhere. Good or bad, someone's going to definitely pick up on the buzz and be willing to pay him money to bring him there.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially if he's at a reduced rate.
I'm on sale, baby.
I mean, you know what it is. I think I called this as much on the show when this was going down. I feel like in about 2 or 3 years, he'll be back in WWE as soon as this shit blows over. They don't care.
No, they really don't. And you know what? Speaking of Ric Flair and WWE, let's go ahead and really quickly. I forgot to mention this earlier. Congratulations, Lacey Evans did have her baby. I did not see if it was boy or girl, or am I being assumptuous there?
I see what you did there. I'll take a look here.
Yeah, please. But yeah, I know she did have her baby. It was a home water birth. They were like, I'm like, why are y'all taking pictures of this girl looking like this? She's like in the baby pool screaming. And I'm like, why would you put this picture online?
Because people love oversharing shit like that. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
I know. It's the gift of birth, the gift of life. I get it. I've got 3 kids. I've seen them all born.
Oh, okay. I think this might help explain. I found out shortly after getting pregnant that due to COVID, my family wouldn't get to be fully a part of welcoming our second child into the world. My daughter wouldn't be allowed in the hospital at all, and my husband would have many restrictions. I couldn't imagine my little lady missing it. I couldn't imagine the limitations in the birthing experience we would be left with, so home it was.
Okay.
Whoa. Well, here you go, though, Boggs. Huh? How about this?
Uh-oh.
Born at 4:20 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's the coolest fucking baby ever, bro.
That baby's gonna be the biggest stoner in the world, man. What time were you born? At 4:20. Oh my God, at 4:20 on 4:20, the kid's gonna get so high. Boy or girl, go ahead.
Well, okay, this is confusing though, because it doesn't really say. Because it says, all right, so born at 4:20 a.m. in my recliner, 8 pounds, 8 ounces. I got to see her reaction. I got to see his smile. I mean, that could be the husband and the kid. She doesn't say. She doesn't say.
Do you see blue or pink anywhere?
Kind of a teal-looking, like, birthing pod or whatever the fuck it is. A bath. I don't know. Oh, baby Estrella. I'm going to assume that's a girl.
That doesn't have to be a girl's name, but okay.
Well, I am going to do the highly progressive thing of just assuming gender. That'll piss off some people. How about that? Rile, poke the beehive.
Son of a bitch. You go stand in line with Ric Flair and his fucking people.
And I'm going to hang out with Dave Chappelle. That's a little bit more apropos.
It's all right. Don't forget it's Glocktober.
That's right.
That's that. I'm naming the show Glocktober. Fuck it. You missed the conversation before, Smark, when you were taking a little naparoo.
Yeah.
So
I get grumpy if I don't have my nap. It happens. I understand.
I get it. I get there. But, I mean, honestly, man, there really wasn't a lot to get into this week. I don't know if you've been looking at the news and we're like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? But, you know, like I said, the main thing that's coming up this week is the Saudi tournament. And that really next week is going to be different because that's when all the draft picks start taking place, and we can actually see what the new whatever is going to look like. So we'll have more to talk about next week, but this week was just kind of a blah, same old shit week. Not a lot going on. I think the last there's a dark side tomorrow. Is it the last episode? Is it the steroid trial?
Let me take a look.
All right,
while I do that, did you guys, either of you, watch the one that happened last week, the Luna one?
No, and I want to because I was actually a big fan of Luna. I thought she was awesome. I thought she was amazing. That voice, half her head shaved. I thought she was just veins, drawn on her head and her face. And I was a big fan of Luna. I know it's going to be a sad one to watch, which honestly is kind of why I haven't really turned it on. I kind of want to. I don't know. I'm not going to have anyone here Friday, Saturday, and part of Sunday, so maybe I'll turn it on over the weekend if I'm not too drunk.
Oh, shit.
Hmm?
Okay, so I'm actually really excited about this one. It is not the steroid trial, so there's a little bit more left. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Rob Black and XPW.
Oh, all right. That'll be an interesting one to see. All
Yeah,
right.
and to your point, though, I guess double back a little bit. I did watch it. I watched the Luna Dark Side of the Ring, and it doesn't get super depressing until the end. So if you stop with like 10 minutes left,
Well,
you're kind of good. You're nice and golden. But it's interesting because it kind of shows you a lot about like what ended up leading up to her becoming a wrestler in her time before she got into WWF and all that kind of stuff, and just like different facets of her life and career that I was unfamiliar with. So it's an educational experience, I suppose.
I'll check it out. I will. Whoa, shit.
Gangrel is obviously a big part of
My
it.
bad.
No, you're good.
They talk to her
Sorry.
son, and her son is surprisingly well adjusted. Because
Really?
when you think of like people who, I mean, he's country as fuck. So like at first when you see him and like you hear him talk, you think that he's gonna be like this like kind of wreck of a human being, but he's got his shit together and he's doing good stuff. But just like when you think of like the wrestler kids.
Right.
Some people that grew up without having their parents around or whatever, you think, you see kind of the prototypical like kind of vision of that is like the beyond the mat, like Jake Roberts' daughter,
Oh,
of just somebody who's just like bitter and angry and just terrible, just in a bad place. But he was just like, yeah, I grew up and mom wasn't around. She wanted to do her own thing. It was all right though.
yeah. Just, some people are different. Some people can adjust to it and adapt to it. Some people just can't, and turn out like Jake's daughter. But Jake's daughter also. I mean, just go back to that whole family, dude. It's so. I don't even know. I just think that whole family's fucked up. But let's.
They all had a lot to overcome. I get it.
But I mean, thank God we still have Jake around right now, and he's doing well, and he's in fairly good health. I don't want to say he looks fucking great. He's in fairly good health. Tore up his body for a lot of years, guys. For the fact that he's even still around right now, I think we all need to just be grateful about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, this guy spent so many years doing. I mean, it's not like he's just smoking pot and drinking a few beers. This guy was fucking, tipping bottles back and doing crack. I mean, holy hell. I mean, like I said, I'm sitting here, smoking a bowl, drinking a beer, but shit, I'm just going to go to fucking sleep.
Right.
But anyway, anyone got anything else? Chat room got anything else? Anyone got anything else? Or is that it? We're going to wrap up? I guess we can. It's not like it's that early.
Do we want to do a deep dive into the finals of the G1 Climax tomorrow?
Not really. Not really. I'm going to go.
Well, of course, we all know what's going on there, right? So there's no need to talk about it.
Of course. I mean, it's so mainstream. It's almost too mainstream for us to get into, man.
I will say I won't even spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen, because there was a show this morning, but I watched the entire fucking tournament. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the finals. It started late September. It's everybody wrestles one match. It's 10 people per block. So you're looking at like 18 nights. I watched the entire fucking thing, and the person I wanted to win did not win.
Damn.
So,
And you were done.
I had fucking wasted time.
And that was it. You were done.
They made it all the way to like, if they won this morning, they would have made it to the finals, and then they fucking lost. So I was like, oh boy, no, that was a waste of time.
What time were you watching this?
Well, I watched it this afternoon.
Oh, all right.
It came out at like 5:30 in the morning, but I like woke up, downloaded, and watched it.
My God.
I wasn't up at 5:30 in the morning watching New Japan. I'm not that big of a.
No, I mean,
I'm very close to being that big of a dork, but I'm not that big of a dork.
yeah, I mean, shit. 5:30. I'm just getting up and sitting on the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no time for wrestling. I got no time at all.
But yeah, it's been a pretty slow news cycle. I'm sure you guys got into the Friday Night Wars.
Yeah, a little bit. We were talking about basically once again, kind of like we talked about last week, how wrestling fans are taking ratings way too seriously, and kind of tried to put our finger on why, but it's not very easy to figure out why. Just the fact that people need something to bitch about or something to brag about, A or B. That's really what we kind of narrowed it down to.
It's kind of an Ouroboros, though, because it's like, it's a situation where, like, the Observer and all these other places, all the news sites report on the ratings, and they make it a big deal. But then are they doing that because that's what they think the fans want to hear or read about? And is that what the fan, like, who's feeding who in that food chain there? So it's hard to say sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, there's, it's not like you can't just go online and get the ratings if you really want to see them. But I mean, to see them is one thing. To for us to sit here and talk about them, but for people to just be like, this is the end all be all. Look how many people. I get it. That should be the end all be all. But for us fans, it shouldn't be. For the companies, that should be the end all be all. For the TV, deal guys that are giving out the deal, they should be worried about that. The investors should be worried about that. My God, just go out there, fucking entertain me, put on a good show, and fucking let me get on with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get all mean there, but
no, I get it. I mean, that's what's most important. If you're enjoying the show, you're enjoying the show. It doesn't really matter what the ratings are.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how many people watch the show with me. It ain't about me. I just want to, as long as the show is on, entertain me, leave me alone.
Exactly.
That's it. But like I said, it's definitely something, though. Fans want to either go on. You got your WWE fans who get to brag, your hardcore WWE guys who get to brag about it. And then you get your AEW fans who get to be defensive and sit in their basement and threaten people.
That's it.
No offense if you're in a basement.
Yep. Well, I'm not in the basement, but I do like threatening people. It makes me feel strong and powerful and good about myself.
Everybody has their thing, especially online. The old keyboard warrior, right? That's the best place to do it.
I don't know why, but for some reason, one day, like a long time ago, I was looking at the Twitter account for the guy who played fucking Turtle from Entourage. Mm-hmm. And like, there was one guy who just like every day, like, shit talked him. I was just like, of all people that you have to have a vendetta against, just some guy just like in Iowa or something, just every day he wakes up and tweets at the fucking Turtle from Entourage mean things.
Oh, God. Great.
And it was like well after Entourage was not a thing anymore. It wasn't like during the show's run.
I don't get it, man. I just don't get why people just have. I mean, don't follow what you don't like. Don't watch what you don't like. Scroll past it if you don't like it. Change the channel if you don't like it. That's it. You don't need to jump on social media. This didn't go my way. No, don't need to do it. Mm-hmm. But the ratings are a strange phenomenon with wrestling fans, because it does seem like a lot of the fans on both sides make it the end all be all. Like I said, we had that meme of the Usos laughing at the ratings last week. These shows aren't not in competition. They are not on the same nights. They're not on the same channel. It's just not the way it works. All right. Rampage on the same night as SmackDown, but it goes on after.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was that half hour they ran concurrently, but
1 week they did that. It's going to go right back to the normal, next week, so everything's going to be just fine. But
what's interesting about that, though, is I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I believe it's 3 weeks. Might be 2, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. They're going to be preempted again. It's going to be the same thing. Rampage is going to be normal time. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think the 29th, they said.
Okay. Well, there's going to be a time where, where SmackDown's preempted. It has to be on Fox Sports 1. And Rampage is going to be at the same spot. But they're doing Talking Smack, like in the 10 p.m. time slot.
Great.
So, I mean, that's the whole point that's interesting about that, is they're not doing it again. And this came out after this weekend, so anybody that's hyped up for the Friday Night Wars is not going to be getting another one anytime soon, like you were saying. So
no,
they're both going up against the World Series anyway. So.
Yep. Old baseball stealing all the ratings that fucking Atlanta Braves ruined for everybody else.
Oh, when is the world?
I love it.
When does the World Series start?
Pretty soon.
Okay.
I think next week.
I had no clue.
See.
I really didn't. I'm not a
'cause,
sports guy.
See, they're Tuesday, October 26th, first game. It'll be Wednesday and then Friday the 29th. So yeah, that's when they're going to be preempted.
All right. Nice. All right. Cool. Baseball. Didn't know they're going to. I didn't even know that, but luckily we got you here, Smark.
Hey.
So, all right. I'm tapped out, man. I'm good.
Yep.
All right.
I'm
Smark,
good.
I'm glad you finally jumped on here. I'm sorry we got into everything before you jumped on, but
That's
man,
okay.
glad you got some sleep though.
Yes, I'm well rested for my sleep tonight.
Yes, I actually get to sleep past 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So
Ooh, good for you.
don't worry, I gotta sit around a doctor's office and wait for my wife to have some simple little procedure done. So still not gonna be a fun time. It's not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun. But I'm gonna get it done either way. And I guess we can go ahead and start plugs, wrap up, get out of here, let everyone else get to sleep because they probably have to go to work tomorrow too. And here we go. That is Eric. Start out.
This Friday night, on Everything Unscripted Podcast, on Blacktop Radio / Everything Unscripted Podcast, is our top 20 greatest wrestlers of all time. Boxman will be on. Bob Cook will be on. Rod Price, John Joel Dalton, and Mike Gordon. Check us out at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on blacktopradio.com.
Right. Now, I don't need to make any lists for Friday, right? No.
I'm gonna be asked. I'll ask for like the top your guys' top 5 or predictions for top 5 when we get to it.
I have no short-term memory, dude. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna ask each guy what they think the top 5 would be after when we get to the top 5.
All right. I'll have to do a little prep for that. Thank you for warning me. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because when I get asked questions on the spot, I don't do so well. So anyway, we'll knock that bad boy out. And of course, all right, thank you, Eric. And we got the High Marks, Cheeseman, Mojo, G Wiz, B listening, B checking them out. Where are you going to check them out? Mixler.com/Metal Mitt Network. That's right, 2 T's and Mitt. Definitely want to be there. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday nights. And of course, you got the Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades. They are the Inhumans on the Inhuman Experience. Once again, why are you not subscribed? Get over. Find them on anywhere you get good podcasts. And of course, we've got Stephen Milan sharing the show. Letterboxd, boxd.com/Stephen Milan, 2 L's in Milan. He's reviewing movies over there. And don't forget, Hollywood Hangout this Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on its own Mixler, mixler.com/Hollywood Hangout. And that's it. Smart, let it go.
What are you doing this Saturday?
I haven't figured that out yet, so I will get drunk Friday and figure it out.
That's always the best way to plan life.
I think so too.
Oh, right. So, also, the perfect place to get drunk on a Friday night is on a Monday night at 8:30 p.m. on the Podcast Network and Mixler. It is Cheese on Sports with Cheeseman, Luke Burge, G Wiz, and myself. The NHL season started last week. NBA is this week. So there is all kinds of things to talk about along with NFL and UFC. We got you covered in the whole shebang-a-bang. Also, be sure to check out Sundays, 10:30 a.m. on the Metal Man Podcast Network on the Mixler machine. It is the Modark City Machine Guns with Mojo and with Dirk. And last but never least, be sure to check out our friends at Planet Raconteur. It's the Planet Raconteur podcast of Bobby Anthem, Papa Dave, Sincere, and Yuck Nasty. All 16 episodes of Season 1 are available as well as Season 2, so be sure to subscribe.
All right. And I appreciate everybody listening to this. However you listen to this, it is greatly appreciated. Smark, once again, thanks for coming on by for, 20, 25 minutes, whatever. Glad you showed up.
Coffee, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Glad you showed up either way. Eric, Glad you're here, man. We'll see you next time. And of course, that is it. Thank you. See y'all Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Mixer.com/Hollywood Hangout. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Time to take your chocolate ass home. It's all right.